Okay, hi everybody. We are going to do a pick-a-pile reading today regarding why are you stuck and what Spirit's suggestion to you is on how to get unstuck. So if you feel called to a certain pile, go ahead and take your time, decide which one is the most appealing to you. If you like to choose with crystals, I do have crystals on top here. We have a Hematoid Quartz, a Moonstone, and a moss agate. So take your time, pause the video if you need to, and just kind of consider which pile would be the best for you at this time. Have is the Nine of Stars, which is the Nine of Pentacles, the Wanderer, which is that is a card that's unique to this deck here. We have the Hierophant, the Eight of Stars, so remember stars are pentacles, and then we have the 10 of Stars or 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like with this pile, we are feeling very stuck, and I want to say it's in the realm of financial stability. You are kind of in a fight or flight kind of situation where you feel like you can't kind of dig yourself out of this hole. You're feeling very stressed and unbalanced and stuck because of a financial situation. You're really wanting to get to this financial stability, financial freedom, not having to worry about money anymore, and you are working your little tail off to get to that fulfillment and that emotional and financial stability, more so financial stability. And I feel like what you're really trying to, the message that's trying to get across here is that you're wanting that fulfillment, you're wanting that financial stability and fulfillment, but you are afraid almost. With the Wanderer card here, I feel like you are feeling like instead of being at a good place where you feel like you are stable and fulfilled, you feel like you are constantly almost on the move, constantly going from place to place to place. There's no stability there. You're always wandering. And I feel like Spirit is trying to tell you the way to get unstuck is we need to kind of learn a new approach into how we work. So yes, you are working like crazy, and yes, you are taking big leaps and steps to kind of get to this financial stability, but I feel like Spirit is saying you haven't quite learned all that you need to learn. You haven't quite established what it is that is needed to move on and get unstuck, especially financially. I am getting the message that you guys are just feeling really like, I'm getting air signs, even though there's a lot of pentacles here. I'm getting like air sign energy where you guys are like up in the clouds, just not paying attention to what needs to be paid attention down on earth. You are not grounded at all, period. You are the most ungrounded right now that could possibly be. You want the grounding, you want that financial stability, but you don't have that at all right now. So I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell you is that we need to learn different ways in which to approach our work life. Maybe there needs to be more of a work-life balance. Maybe you're trying to work yourself to death and trying to achieve this financial stability, but that's not the way that Spirit wants you to go after this. That is not the message that they want you to have here. I am going to draw a few more cards and see what other information they might have for you. Okay, so we have, oh, no, I did not want to come out. Okay, so we have a couple flew out. So we have the Knight of Stars again with the Pentacles, guys. Whew, I don't know how many times it needs to be said. And the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So basically what this is telling me is that, you know, the Knight of Pentacles to me is always slow and steady wins the race. And I feel like you have two big things that you're kind of waffling between. And for me, it's very much, the Two of Pentacles is very much work-life balance, like we talked about. So you need to take it slow. You need to realize what you have and be grateful for that, because you are more blessed than, I'm hearing you're more blessed than what you're allowing yourself to be reminded of. And that's why you're working, trying to get here, trying to be fulfilled, trying to be stable. And Spirit's telling you, hey, slow up. You're already pretty stable. You know, we don't have to go crazy. We don't have to go out of our minds here. So maybe just take that into consideration. And as always, work-life balance, my dears, work-life balance. Because if you kill yourself trying to get financially stable, well, the money don't go with you, honey. So let's take that into consideration, that, you know, we need to kind of realize where we're really trying to get. Like, are we really trying to be stable, or are we trying to get rich? So those are two very different things. Very, very different things. Let's see if we have any other information here. Okay. So we have the Star. I'm just making a mess. We have the Hanged Man, and then we have the Three of Swords. So I feel like what that is trying to tell me is that I feel like this all stems kind of from some childhood trauma, I want to say. So I feel like your hopes and dreams are that, oh, I need to be this, you know, this rich person. I need to be rich. I need to have all the money that I can possibly hoard in my lifetime. And really that something happened, I think, in your lifetime where you feel like you can't take those pauses, but really Spirit's calling you to pause as much as physically possible, as much as emotionally possible, because you are really going to, I feel like you're going to break your own heart here. So I feel like you are the one who's going to hurt yourself in this situation, that you are going to work yourself to the point of utter exhaustion, and then you're not going to have the capability to kind of come back from it. I'm hearing like health issues, and I think that if you keep going down this path, our health is not going to be the greatest. So please take that into consideration. That, you know, we can't just keep going. We need to kind of settle down and be stable. And stable is not rich. Stable. So keep that in mind, that you want to have a mindset of gratitude. And right now, I feel like you don't feel like you have enough. So you're feeling very unfulfilled at this current moment in time. Yeah, I feel like that's the message that we're getting here. I'm gonna draw a couple of oracle cards for this pile, just see where that lands us. See what we get. This is the oracle that I'm going to pull from is the Woodland Warden's Oracle. So if you guys have any questions about that one, I'll link it in the description box below. But yep, what did I say? Healing wounds. So it's a big thing. I feel like this is a childhood trauma type situation where maybe you were really, really poor when you were younger, so you never really felt fulfilled. You never really felt like you were going to have money to do anything. You never felt stable. It was always like there was never enough money for you guys. And introspection. Yep. So what Spirit is calling you to do is chill, bro. Chill. Spirit really wants you to take it easy. You know, do some self-care. Think about what's good for you. You know, work-life balance is so important, and really watch your health. Go inside and see, am I really stable? Am I stable enough? Or am I just doing this to get more money? money is not always the end all be all, okay? Yes, it does cause some stability. It does help, you know, especially in times like these. But I feel like you really are being called to just take a breather and just kind of go inside and realize what we do have, and maybe take the opportunity to try to go inside and heal some childhood wounds. All right, thank you, pile 1. Okay, hi, pile 2. You guys picked the Modern Goddess Tarot with the Moonstone. It's really pretty moonstone. It has some really beautiful flash. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but we are going to get into your reading of Why Are We Stuck? So the first card we have is the Magician reversed, the 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, lots of pentacle readings for both piles so far. It's an interesting thing. So let me just kind of take stock and see where we are coming from with this pile. So I feel like we are very, very imbalanced. This pile is very imbalanced, so I could see why you are feeling stuck. We are, you know, I feel like in one hand, we are feeling like we are financially stable, fulfilled in certain aspects of our lives, but in the other hand, I feel like we are not maybe listening to, you're feeling very, almost like run down. So your anxieties are taking over and you are feeling very anxious, very tired. You're not feeling, even though you are stable, you're not feeling very like financially stable. You have a very imbalanced life right now. And I feel like it's more so has to do with emotions, mentally and emotionally. You're letting a lot of anxiety, and I feel like it's what other people are telling you, and it's probably your family. So I feel like we have an unbalanced home life here. So your family is telling you something that is making you doubt who you are, doubt that you're really this magical person, that you're really who you are, which is a shame. So it's causing you a lot of inner turmoil, which is what the 9 of Swords there reversed is telling me. I'm going to draw a couple more cards here and see who in this, like what family situation is causing you this difficulty. Oh, there was a card. Hang on. Okay. So 9 of Cups. I want to say that to me feels like a mother figure. So I feel like maybe somebody's mama ain't making them feel too good. Yeah, 10 of Cups. So I feel like what's really drawing me here is I feel like somebody is getting told that they need to settle down family-wise. And that is not, you know, to be punny here, not in the cards for them. They're just not, that's not what you want in your life right now. And I feel like somebody in your family is being very pushy towards this situation. They're wanting that white picket fence, that 3.5 kids, and the dog for you. And that's not at all what you're wanting. So you're very stressed out, not wanting to kind of tell them that this is how you want to, it's not how you want to be, it's not how you want your life. And like you're like, I'm chill with how my life is right now, but this is what's causing the imbalance and causing you to feel stuck because, you know, it's your family, so you don't want to, I'm getting the message that you don't want to say that they're wrong, but they're wrong. 4 of Wands reversed. Yep. See, so you are of the mindset that you definitely don't want to get married. That is not in the cards for you right now. That's not at all where you're thinking. And I feel like some of you are being really pushed by certain members of your family to reconsider that. Even though you're currently like chill where you are, you're imbalanced because your family is making you feel bad about this, but with whoever you're with, you're feeling happy and fulfilled. And you just don't want it to go to the next level. It's not necessary for you to go to the next level. You know what I mean? So yeah, 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like it's really not nice of them, but I feel like maybe there's going to be some financial help that they're going to withhold from you because of this. They are basically dangling money in front of you to get you to try to do this. Knight of Cups. So I feel like they're trying to present suitors to you in a way that makes it seem like, hey, look at this person. Don't you want to get married if it's with this person? And you're like, I already have a person. Or if you are, you know, single, you have people that are different than this person in mind. Like, this is not your type. And they're coming charging in here with this person, and you're like, I don't want this. I don't know who this is. I don't want this. And 3 of Pentacles. So they're very much like, I feel like, funny enough, I feel like this is somebody that your family works with, or somebody you know that works closely with your family that they're trying to set you up with. And then we got Temperance. So yeah, I feel like you are really just trying to get unstuck from this whole shebang and really trying to go very middle ground. You're really just like, I just want to chill. I just want to like be happy where I am right now. I don't need to be too far over here. I don't need to be too far over here. I just want to be here in the middle. Like, let me be here in the middle. And I feel like they are very much taking that over for you. There's very much like a very aggressive energy, really wanting you to make a decision one way or another. And I feel like you are not there right now, my friend. You are not there. That's not something at all that you want to do, which is perfectly fine. Like, live your life. But I feel like that's why you're feeling stuck. You're feeling stuck because it's your family. You love your family. But this is a lot of generational stuff that's just coming up where they are just pushing everything on you, my dear. Everything. And they're making you feel, I'm hearing a lot, like they're making you feel like this is a lot for you, and you just want to be just kind of like middle ground. You just want to chill. And the last card for the tarot is the 7 of Cups. Yeah, so you're like, you know what? I've got options. I've got so many options right now that I don't want this. I don't want to be bogged down with commitment right now because I have options. I have career options. I have partner options. And it's not this person that you're trying to push on me, because that's not at all who I want. And I have other things that I'm focused on. I have other options that I would like to explore. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some oracle cards from the Woodland Wardens Oracle, same as I did for the first pile. And we'll see where that lands you. Oh, you got 3. Okay, my goodness. Okay, so we have romance. Okay, so I see that as you want to just kind of enjoy the romance. You want to enjoy the good time with somebody. You want to enjoy dating. And that is your right, my friend. You can enjoy that. Adaptability. So I feel like Spirit is calling you to just kind of like, as much as you can, kind of go with the flow here and just not really like tell them what they want to hear, but kind of tell them what they want to hear, just so that they can kind of get off your back. And then curiosity reverse. So I feel like that's telling you that, you know, maybe they are seeing this as too much of like you being a person who's just wandering around and seeing a bunch of different people. And you're like, no, I'm just, really I'm not. I'm just hanging out and I'm finding out what I like. And that's perfectly fine too. So I hope this helps you get unstuck from whatever situation that you may be feeling stuck in. And we'll see you next time. Okay, hi pile 3. If you chose the moss agate, this will be your reading for today, and you guys chose the Antiquarian Tarot, excuse me. This is one of my favorite decks. So let's find out why Spirit seems to think we are stuck. 4 of Wands, the Sun, the World, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lovers. Okay, so this is a very interesting energy for somebody who is stuck. But I want to say this is regarding somebody who is married. And this marriage used to be a very joyful and happy one. Very joyful and happy. This person thrilled you. You loved to come home to this person. They were very kind and sweet and joyful with you. You enjoyed your time together. But I feel like the world did something to this situation. I feel like your world kind of turned upside down. There was a closure and an ending. And it was, I want to say somebody came into the picture, and it was somebody from the past who kind of came in real slow. I feel like somebody came in real slow, and there's a love connection there. So I feel like maybe some of you here were in a committed relationship or a marriage, and you felt really happy, felt really joyful, but something happened that made you kind of doubt your connection. And then somebody came in over here who was like, I want to be with you. This is the connection that I want to have. So now I feel like we're kind of feeling stuck continuing to be with this committed partner or whoever we have from over here. Let me draw a few more cards on that from my Antiquarian Tarot deck. And let's see what other opinions we get here. It's a very interesting energy because it's like it's a happy energy, but a stuck energy. Stuck happy. So let's see what else we get here. Oh, okay. So then we've got the Emperor, and then we've got the King of Swords. Yeah, so I feel like the person that you're currently with here is a very like leadership role type person. Like, I'll handle everything. I know what I'm doing. Kind of almost like I'm hearing, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. So I feel like maybe you kind of came into that knowledge of like, this person's kind of being a tyrant over you. And that's not how you wanted to live your life. Like, things started out super sweet, super joyful. And now things are very much like, I'm hearing a lot of yelling. So I feel like things are very much yelling and not at all where that energy that you wanted to take it is. And the King of Swords is very much telling us that we need to kind of find good communication here. I feel like you're wanting to get unstuck from this situation, but how we do that is we communicate our little heads off. We need to really communicate here and really tell this person how this is making us feel, because we can't just jump out of this into this, because then those wounds aren't healed and we are still stuck then. So I feel like we really, really need to take that time and make sure that this person is communicated with and they know that this is how they're making you feel. Like, once I was happy and now I'm not, because I'm getting yelled at, or you're losing your temper with me a lot, or you're losing your temper just in general a lot. And I feel like that's very, very harmful to me. So really we need to make sure that that communication is there and that both parties understand that communication. 6 of Swords. Yeah, and I feel like you are needing to walk away, and Page of Pentacles. So I feel like with that communication that comes out of really talking to this person, you're going to maybe learn what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. So you're very much like experiencing from somebody else. I feel like you're experiencing, oh, this is what I really want, which may be, but again, we don't want to rush out of one thing into another thing, but it is telling you to walk away from old behaviors and old patterns. So I don't know if this person is someone that you have been with before, or if this is somebody that very similar to somebody you've been with before who was not a good person, who was I want to say abusive, but that's a hard word. Somebody who wasn't very caring of you. So I feel like the Spirit is saying you need to walk away from these bad behaviors and patterns that you continue to follow. Like, I feel like this person is very similar to somebody that you were with before, and the Spirit is saying they're following the same pattern. They're following the same patterns. So really we need to pay attention to that, and we need rest. I feel like you've constantly been going, maybe constantly trying to please this person so that your world doesn't get rocked upside down. And that's really a hard way to live our lives. And I'm sure you are dead tired. So in order to break that cycle and in order to get unstuck, we really need to find rest, find some self-care within ourselves. Really, like, whatever it is, take 15 minutes to make yourself happy for, with whatever, a hobby, a little bath, a face mask, whatever it is that would make you feel more happy is what Spirit is telling me here. So I had 3 cards fall out as I was doing that. So the 2 of Cups. So yeah, there is a connection with this person. There's a definite connection with this person, whoever it is that's come in and made you realize that this connection isn't it. So there's definitely a connection there, but again, they're calling you to really, really make sure that you've learned this lesson, because if you haven't learned this lesson, you're not going to learn it over here. It's going to continue and continue and continue again, just because it's a love connection and you want to rush right into it, right? Page of Wands. Yeah, again, we have to kind of be we have to seek out a creative way to solve this situation and to get unstuck. Like, I'm hearing creativity here. So if something that you do creatively makes you feel invigorated and alive, do that, please, because I'm hearing creativity. I'm hearing something creative. So really, Spirit's saying, I really need you to rest, and I really need you to get in touch with your creativity, because you've lost that. You've lost that along the way here. And it's a shame, and they want you to continue to do something that makes you happy. And then we have the 2 of Swords. So you're not making a decision. You're very waffly in between these 2 people. We are waffling like, oh, I don't know, should I not do this anymore? And should I just run over here? But again, we still haven't learned that lesson, because that's just running from one lesson to another, baby. Just running from one lesson to another. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. But yeah, we're just running from one mistake to another. 8 of Cups, yep. They really, really want you to know you need to walk away from those behaviors, because I'm getting the message that you keep attracting the same kind of person. So really be careful, because this person can end up just like this person if we're not careful and we don't communicate and we repeat those same patterns. So now I'm going to draw some cards from the Oracle deck, the Woodland Wardens Oracle deck. Let's see what that tells us. If it wants to give me some cards. It says no Oracle for you, pile 3. Let's see. Oh, there we go. So it says strength in reverse. So you're feeling very much like, because you're stuck in this situation, you're feeling very unmotivated. You're feeling very weak. You're feeling like you are the problem here, and you are not the problem here. But we definitely need to not repeat those old patterns, okay? We definitely need to learn from our previous encounters and move a different way. And then Metamorphosis, the frog and the lotus. So yeah, we really need to change that whole mindset. We need to transform that whole mindset into something new. And productivity. Yeah, so I feel like whatever it is here with that creativity, it's definitely something that they are calling you to be more productive with. I don't know if it's something that does make you money or something that you thought at one time would make you money, but it definitely made you happy. So go with that, and really lean into it. And I feel like there you will find your rest. There you will find your answers of who you are. And maybe it's somebody different than who this person sees and who this person sees. And maybe that's for the better. Okay. Thank you so much, Pile 3. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.